So Bill Maher thought it was okay for him to say the N-word. Ice Cube showed up to check him. First thing I'd like to say is thank you for viewing this video. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe. I'm pretty sure that I have more things that you'll be interested in, and it doesn't hurt to like the video, and it does help the channel out. It helps us grow. Now let's move on to our scheduled program.
Now, I know you heard it's in the lexicon, everybody talking, but that's our word now. That's our word now. And you can't have it back. I know they trying to get it back. This guy, and I'm not talking about you, Bill. I'm not talking about you, Bill.
Okay.
But I'm talking about guys who cross the line every day because they got some black homies, they got some friends, they think it's cool. And it's not cool because when I hear my homies say it, it don't feel like venom. When I hear a white person say it, it feel like that knife stabbing me, even if they don't mean it. So, you know, I like your show, and it's a great show. And I just don't know sometimes, is this a political show or is it a show about jokes? And sometimes the jokes, I know I understand the format, and, you know, you guys say it's a comedian show, but this, to me, is a political show. And I think you just have to not step on some of the political messages that you're saying with a joke, because some things just ain't funny. You know what I mean? This is real right here that we're going through. And I'm not trying to get on your case, Bill. I'm telling you, I like your show, I like you. But I think this is a teachable moment, not just to you, but to the people that's watching right now. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I'm not.
Hey, yo, I appreciate it if you could hit that like button right about now. What's up? It's the BBN Jack Frost speaking. So, for everybody that doesn't know, not in the know, so the other day, a couple days ago, Bill Maher had a guest on, and when the guest was on, they were speaking about, you know, their political points or whatever they was trying to make, and the guest had said something to Bill Maher, and Bill Maher said basically that, you know, he felt like a house nigga. Exactly. Bill Maher's white. So, you know, there's been a real big uproar about it, and he's trying to just shrug it off like it's no big deal because, you know, he dates black women, you know, or whatever the case is. For some strange reason, people love to say that, you know, I have sex with somebody of the opposite race, so therefore I'm not a racist. Well, slave masters had sex with slaves. So I'm gonna absolutely disagree with that sentiment. But that one thing doesn't mean anything for the other. You know, when you go conquer a country, one of the first things that they did, like, you know, the Mongolians and the Greeks and the Romans, one of the first things they did when they conquered another country was rape the women so they could, you know, mess up back, so they could change that country's bloodline. So just because you're having sex with a black woman, that doesn't give you the right to be able to say certain things or do certain things. And, you know, you hang out with a whole bunch of, because your friends, it might be acceptable around your friends. You might have black friends that's acceptable for you to say around them because for whatever the reason might be, they feel like you've earned that respect, or you've earned that ability to be able to use that word. But that's not the case everywhere. It's not the case. Shoot, I've been down in the South and heard black people be called rednecks by actual rednecks. So, and not in a derogatory way, more in a, you know, an affectionate manner. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's a redneck. He rides horses like the rest of us. He chews tobacco. You know, whatever the hell he's doing, whatever rednecks do, I don't know. He has a gun rack in the back of his pickup. You know, yes, I don't know what rednecks do. You know, not trying to get on rednecks or anything like that, whatever. But you know, I've met a ton of white people that is absolutely cool with being called a redneck. Facts. They call themselves rednecks all the time. But I might have just crossed the line by saying rednecks is the same way for them saying the N word. But I was trying to make a point. But yeah, so he feels that he has the ability to say these things because he's sleeping with black hookers or something. Somebody had brought that up somewhere. Um, no, not at all. He doesn't. And Ice Cube went on the show, and Ice Cube was checking him on it. But you know, Ice Cube is still part of a certain circle, so you know he can't go on the show and then invite the dude outside to fight. He just went on the show and you know on live air. But you know all that was set up. It was most likely set up by Bill Maher. He set it up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's bringing him ratings anyway. So I wouldn't be surprised if he set it up. He was like, "Yo, we need a black guy to come on the show that, you know, when he says whatever he says to me, you know, I have to respect it." You understand what I'm saying? Because of the position that he holds inside of his community. And you know, Ice Cube's always been seen as a pretty tough guy. You know, gangster rap. So you know, he could come on the show and he could give that little bit of spanking on the hand, and it'll be uh, accepted by the populace, and maybe other black people that actually do watch my show. Maybe they won't not watch my show now, and then maybe they'll understand that I have that I'm sorry. So maybe that's how I was going with that. But at the end of the day, you already know Ice Cube was paid to come on there, do whatever he did. But somebody had to do it. It's not something that they could have just left undone. So I respect that also. You understand what I'm saying? It's not something that they could have just glossed over and then just act like it never happened. Somebody had to go on the show and say something to him. So I'm happy that they did it so quickly instead of waiting like a month. But that's messing up his ratings, and ratings mean money because money means sponsors. And who's to say if he waited a couple more weeks, then there'd be a real big uproar with a whole bunch of people picketing, and CNN coming with the fake news and telling them, "Oh, hold on, stop picketing for a second. I want y'all to picket over there. Let's get the cameras in." That's a whole other article I wrote, but or vlog that I put out. But look, he had to get his hand slapped. They found the right type of dude to slap his hand. They got a black man. I'm happy that, and this is, I'm nowhere near racist, but as you can see, they got a black guy. They didn't get a guy that was mixed. It's not like The Rock could have came on, because at the same token, people could have said, well, The Rock's not 100% black. And it's not like they can't get Chris Rock to come on, because they're going to be like, yo, but Chris Rock, he's a chump. Bill Maher could probably whoop his ass. So, they went in and got a black guy, scary black guy on this show, and to deliver the information or deliver the speech that they needed delivered. And as you can see, I guess it works out for everything. Anyway, all right, that's all I got for you. I'm out.